Welcome back, guys. Today I want us to round off that topic that we've been trying to unravel the rules that govern it, which is agreement in English. Today I want us to examine just two rules in line with the subject matter that we've been dealing with for a while now, which is Concord of Proximity and notional concord. So we want to look at concord of proximity as well as concord of proximity is basically determined by the use of coordinating conjunction or and subordinating conjunction, no, and any other forms of subordinating conjunction. What this rule states is that when you have a subject, either or, neither nor would definitely connect two subjects together. What this rule states is that in a situation where you have a sentence of this form, either, let us flow with you or I dash to be blamed. You or I, the coordinating conjunction a or connects these two subjects together. This rule now states when you have a situation of this form where you have two subjects, you or I, the verb of this sentence will be determined by the next subject that we have after the coordinating conjunction. The you here will not be the determining factor. The I here will be the factor that we must consider in order to choose a verb that will flow with this sentence. You or I dash to be blamed. I am to be blamed. This particular expression may seem odd to an average person, but when we are dealing with standard English, this is what we must stick with. Number 2, either the teacher, either the principal, or the teachers, either the teacher, either the principal, or the teacher visits the National Theatre. Either the principal or the teachers visit the National Theatre. Either the principal. This principal here is a subject and it is being connected by or. After or, the next subject we have is in the plural form. The teachers here will determine the appropriate verb that must flow with this sentence. The teachers visit the National Theatre. Let's assume you have the teacher here, either the teacher or the principals, either the teacher or the principals, either the teachers or the principal dash the National Theatre. if it is a situation of this form, either the teachers, the first subject here is a plural, or here is a coordinating conjunction. The next subject we have after the principal is singular. Therefore, the appropriate verb will be visits. Either the teachers or the principal visits the National Theatre. This is what the Concord of Proximity deals with. Concord of Proximity has to do with the nearness of the subject to the verb. How near the subject is to the verb will determine whether the verb will be singular or the verb will be plural. The same thing applies to neither Tolu nor the choir dash present at the vigil. Either Tolu here is a subject. Here we have no, which is a subordinating conjunction. After the subordinating conjunction, we have neither Tolu nor the choir dash present at the vigil. The appropriate verb here is were. Choir here is a collective noun. A collective noun is a form of noun that deals with a group of persons. Therefore, it is a plural, and the verb that must flow with it should also be in the plural state. Neither Tolu nor the choir were present at the vigil. This is what Concord of Proximity entails. The next rule is notional concord. Notional concord. When dealing with notional concord has peculiarity to nouns. Generally, when we are dealing with collective nouns are those nouns that has to do with a group of persons, a group of animals. For example, if you have the word congregation, audience, team, committee, these are example of what? Collective noun. These are nouns that deals with group of persons. Herds, this has to do with groups of animals. Therefore, when we have collective noun in a sentence, the verb will be either singular or plural, depending on the context in which that particular expression is being used. If it is not the context, it will be the sentence interpretation or the meaning that can be deduced from that particular expression. Therefore, if you have a collective noun as the subject of a sentence, the verb can either be a singular or a plural. Look at the whiteboard, for example. We have 6 sentences. The first sentence, we have the committee. The second, we have the committee. Nigerian team, the audience here also. One thing you notice in all of this expression is that we have situation where the word committee is being used as a singular subject. We have scenario where it is being used as a plural subject. As such, each of the verbs are either singular or plural. We will know if a particular collective sentence will take one of the parameters that you can use to determine if a collective noun will take a singular subject or a plural verb is that, one, if this set of group of persons we are talking about are functioning as a unit. They are functioning individually. Definitely that will attract a singular verb. That is a scenario that we have here. The committee has agreed. This committee that is serving as the subject of the sentence is functioning as a unit, as an entity. Therefore the committee here is singular. The verb also should be singular. When you look at the second example, the committee were not unanimous in their decision. This shows that this set of human beings are not working individually. They are not functioning as a unit. They are functioning separately. A group of persons performing different tasks. That shows that the subject here, which is committee, is a plural subject. Therefore it should attract a plural verb. The committee were not unanimous in their decision. The Nigerian team is the best. The team were divided over the issue of a foreign coach. This has to do with a group of persons functioning as an entity. Manchester United is a perfect club in England. Manchester United is a team. They are functioning, all of the coach, the technical director, the manager, the defender, the captain are functioning as a unit. Therefore it should attract a singular verb. Manchester United is a perfect team, not a perfect team. The same thing applies here. The Nigerian team is the best. Nigerian team is functioning as an entity. Therefore it should attract a singular verb. The team were divided over the issue of a foreign coach. You know, when you want to hire the coach, for example, for a team like Nigerian, we have different pundits expressing their opinion about whether they should subscribe to a local manager or they should subscribe to a foreign manager. In that scenario, the team here is performing the function of a plural subject. The same thing applies to the audience. Are likely to give the speaker, the audience are likely to give the speaker a standing ovation. This audience is performing the function of what? A different group of persons performing different functions. The audience was enthusiastic. The audience here is performing the function. The audience here is performing the function of an entity. You noticed when I introduced notional concord, I said context or sentence interpretation will give us an insight whether the subject will be singular or the subject will attract a plural verb. Context, sentence interpretation has a role to play in collective noun. Collective nouns, as far as concord as the subject matter is concerned. Thank you for your support. Kindly endeavor to like, to share, as well as comment. If you find any topic very difficult, that you find very difficult to understand, kindly comment this and I will definitely shoot a video on that subject matter. Thank you and God bless.